Hello and welcome everyone to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium here, the Adrenaline from Adelaide here to play the Newcastle North Stars. Peter Lambert here with Steve Lindsay. Welcome, Steve.
Peter, I missed actually last week not doing this, and it's so much fun actually getting out here and being able to watch this game from our position, because this is a brilliant position. Right down the ice, we can see everything. We can see the crowd pouring in, we can see the guys warming up. Good atmosphere tonight.
Yes, always good atmosphere, these two teams. Their history goes right back to the beginning of the North Stars, at least. Even then, the Adrenaline did play here in some promo games in 2001.
Yep.
So they played against the Bears here in this rink when it was a brand new shiny rink. And in fact, Newcastle North Stars didn't beat this team until 2004. So it took them a couple of years till they got their first win.
Well, I was coaching in 2009 when they scored that goal in overtime to beat us in the final and take the good old cup away from us. So I sort of would like to see the North Stars do well tonight, and let's translate into win.
Not biased at all here, people. Just want to make that clear right from the beginning. So welcome to everyone from Adelaide, if you're still listening. And we hope you enjoy tonight. It looks like a great matchup. We've been working on our gear and shining everything up, and it looks pretty good. So if you do have problems with audio, well, you're probably not listening to me right now. But if you do have problems, we have had problems with, it seems to be the ads running by the live stream service. You might want to look into ad blocker software, and Michael and Beth on social media and on our stream. We'll give you some information about those. But it's pretty much out of our control. If you do have problems, we would like to hear about what you're running. Just helps us troubleshoot a bit, or at least maybe help you out, or you help each other out. So if you know having problems, if you're running Internet Explorer, if you're running Safari on a Mac, or if you're using an iPad, we'll be interested to know. Well, the lights are going out, so we'll start to walk through some of the teams for tonight. I'll go through the Adrenaline, and Steve, you can go through Newcastle. For the Adrenaline, number 5, we've got Charlie Huber. Number 6,
George.
Well, he goes by Charlie.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are we going to remember that? Okay, done.
George Charlie Huber. Yes, number 5. Number 6 is Nico Suranimi. Number 7 is Joseph Rizik. There's no import there, Steve.
No, he's actually
I think his first game is a non-import.
And I talked to him down at the TANS Championships in Melbourne last week, and he is just so excited to be playing as a Australian. Yes.
He's basically lived here for several years. As an Aussie, but he's finally got his permanent residency, so he'll play without an import tag. It's great news for Joey. Number 8 is Sean Greer. Number 10, Greg Oddie, the captain, and all-time game and point scorer lead for the AIHL.
I mean, it's fantastic to watch a real, true legend of our game still skating around tonight, and still dangerous. He's very dangerous.
Yes. And well, we have Ray here, but Greg may never be beaten as far as the amount of games played, points scored. He's hardly missed a game in, 14, 15 years.
Just brilliant, brilliant.
Number 11 is Kane Fedor. Number 12 is Darren Corsten. 16, Wahib Daj. Dangerous player, college player in Canada, man.
Well, actually, him and both Kane Fedor. Kane has been playing overseas as well, too, and a very valuable player. We wanted to use him on the youth team for a couple of years, but he actually played for the junior team because his exams were at the wrong time, and also his playoffs for his team were at the wrong time to play for the youth, and he played with the junior and did a fantastic job. So, again, very dangerous young player.
Okay, we'll continue on. Number 17 is Nick Clark. Number 18, 19, David Manning. 23 is Dave Huxley. He's the assistant captain. Number 24, Mans Lindgren. Played very well here last time when Adrenaline beat Newcastle. Number 27, Ben Gabbett. Number 28 is Graham Charbonneau. Number 35 from England. Yes, he's English, not Scottish. British. We'll just call him British.
Let's call him British.
He has played for the UK national team as well. Mike Will in goal. Number 39, Peter King, who had the win here last time, and it was a shutout, wasn't it?
Yeah, great result, yep.
Great for Pete. And number 81, Brett Liscombe, he's their other import, another Brit.
And the head coach, of course, Ryan O'Hanley, is also the coach of the national senior men's team. And the former president of IHA, Don Rurak, is here tonight assisting as a manager. Neil Boyle, his young son Zach normally plays on the team, but he's not here tonight, so he's come up here as equipment manager. But a little bit of trivia for you, young Peter. David Manning actually went to the same college that my son Matthew Lindsay went to over in the States. And had to go over there and settle them both in, and that was an experience and a half for both of them, I don't mind telling you.
Yes. Yeah, a bit of an eye-opener, a different world there.
Absolutely unbelievable in Northland. So for the North Stars, Marty Moose is not making a showing tonight, the poor guy.
Marty Moose is sick.
Poor bloke. Number 3, Matt Lindsay. Number 4 is Rob Stark, assistant captain. Number 5, John Kennedy, also an assistant captain and one of the imports for the North Stars. Number 6, Nick Quirk, Hans Quirk, I love him. Number 7, Stuart Cole-Clark, playing D as well. Number 8 is Hamish Powell, and hopefully we'll get to see Hamish out there again tonight. There's no doubt his energy really means a lot to the North Stars. Number 11, Tim Stanger, the Pocket Rocket. 16 is Jason Chalker, again playing forward tonight. Number 19, the Evergreen, Ray Sheffield, our captain. 20, Cody Danberg, an import player on the left wing. Number 23, Matt Wattini. 25, David Ferrari is also playing defence tonight. And then our import goaltender, 31, Harrison May. Number 33 is Josh Brockman, who's backing up. And so good to see 42, Brian Bales, back out in the ice, really causing havoc for the North Stars. 58 is Hayden Sheard. And number 96, Chris Wilson, leading scorer for the North Stars this year and having a real good year.
Thanks, Steve. We're just about to have the national anthem, and we'll get going with this game. National anthem is done. We've got 15 minutes on the clock, and we're about to get underway here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, this Australian Ice Hockey League game. There's a few on tonight, Steve.
Just watching there, young Kane Fedor. Holy smoly, the guy's got the flow going. He really does look like an ice hockey player. Very, very, very impressive.
He's been watching too many ice hockey movies, I think.
Mate, if it helps him, good luck to him. And I hope he has a great game for Adelaide Adrenaline tonight. And hopefully he'll make it a competitive game so that we have that here tonight. There's a lot of people still pouring in. The glass standing up room is not quite full, but a lot of the stands are so far. So we should have a good crowd in, because this is normally always a fantastic game between these two teams. So I'm really looking forward to the North Stars, and just to see if they've come out. Well, they have come out a little bit of the slump that they've been in, but it'd be nice to see them put points up on the board easily, whereas it's been a struggle for them the last few games.
Well, they have Bales back. They're still missing Adam Jerick, though. We'd like to say hello to Adam, who's in Maui. I think Bo Taylor's probably also in Cabo San Lucas.
What a terrible part of the world.
And Matt Taylor, he's somewhere exotic as well. So, yeah, I hope you're having a great time, guys. We're back here in the winter. But winter time means hockey time, so we're about to get underway. Looks like Darren Hardy-Hawken wearing this. No, it's not Darren wearing the stripes. He's doing the line. So we got on refereeing. Can you make it out?
I think he's a Sydney referee, to tell you the truth.
It might be, yeah. I'll find out for you who's wearing the stripes tonight. It's not one of the Newcastle guys. We're underway, and the puck is loose. And quickly into the zone. Chasing it is Mens Lindgren. Sends around the boards, but Newcastle had possession. That's Kennedy, and he chips it forward onto the stick of Wilson. Going wide is Bales, inside off a stick, and bouncing into the far boards. Wilson looks for space and gets it to Danberg down low. He's circling behind the net. Tries to bring it out, sends it to the point to Stark. Quick shot on net, and it's blocked by Oddie. Straight into the action is Bales, and challenging Dave Huxley. Now on the breakaway, Mans Lindgren up the middle. Hands it off, but to Stark in blue. On the counter-attack now, but they're tired. Newcastle, Danberg missing that one for Newcastle. And right now, the Adrenaline are breaking it out. Suranimi up the left wing to Liscombe. They're cut off at the blue line. He battles for the puck, but it's chipped into the neutral zone into safety, and not back on the counter comes Newcastle. Wattini's line out there with Ray Sheffield and Jason Chalker. Bit of a change-up for Gary Dore, changing those lines. Now up the right wing, but cut off by the defence, and Newcastle with the majority of the puck position so far, and we're in 1 minute and 15 into the game.
So far, Newcastle looks very comfortable out on the ice, which is terrific. It's a good way for them to start.
Certainly helps when you hold the puck most of the time. Chalker misses that one. He's beaten to the park by Corstens. Corstens goes up the middle and gets a nice pass away. Daj now with speed and takes a shot, and it's wide and bounces out to his defenseman. Adelaide keep the puck alive, setting up from the point. Shot is a muffin, as we called it last week.
He'd broken his stick.
He did break his stick, so we can blame the stick, not the man, for that one.
Sean Greer's a big boy, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I was just checking what's the number on that truck. It was Sean Greer. Off his skates right now and stays alive, and that's offside.
Coach Dore running all three lines to start this game so that he can hopefully wear down the Adelaide Adrenaline, because they're a bit short on their bench tonight.
Yeah, it looks like they're running two and a half lines, where Newcastle pretty much has 3.5.
Absolutely. And the Newcastle lines so far have always a shift each, but they had a lot of energy out there and looked dangerous.
Yeah, it's a bit different for Newcastle. They've really got the ability to actually run a full three lines without fear, whereas the past for Gary, he felt that his third line or his extra guys he had were a fair bit of risk.
And how good will it be when Bo Taylor comes in and Garrick comes in?
Yes, so we're still, and Matt Taylor. So Newcastle still got strength coming back. They're yet to have all head men on deck so far, but between them all, well, they're in fourth place. They're not doing too bad.
No, they're not doing too bad at all.
Two other games on tonight, one in Melbourne. The Bears are down there to visit them, and the Ice Dogs are on the road to Canberra.
Certainly that's been one of the success stories this year of the AIHL, has been the Canberra Brave. Jeez, they've really performed well.
Yeah, CBR Brave. The Knights owner John Rout decided didn't have the players and all the cash to keep the team going in, I think it was end of February or early March. And within about 10 days, they had a new team formed and going great.
Yeah, what I like so far about the North Stars is the way they're supporting each other out on the ice. They really haven't been doing that this season so far, but tonight, totally different. They're all working well together.
Good play there. Danberg sends it in. No one there, so he lobs it in to waste some time. Bowles gets in the action. Wilson is looking for it. Gets it in centre, but it's cut off there by Suranimi. He's got those great hands. And now Manning takes it up and will throw it on net. Well over the net into the glass. I think
trying to throw it at the net.
Yeah. I think it's trying to throw it at the netting above the glass, which he didn't quite get it. And that is wide of the net too. That one by Manning. That was Huxley, pardon me. 23. Liscombe now to Oddie. Slaps it in. Around the boards it goes. Cut off there by Lindgren.
Here's danger.
Chris Wilson's loose. He digs. Backhands. Save by Will.
Great play. Great vision there by the North Star player. Not sure who it was Danberg or not, to see Wilson up here and feed him. It was a lucky pass the way it got to him in the end because it hit his stick. But Wilson is so dangerous. So dangerous. Such an offensive player.
Well, fortunately for Adrenaline, they have a very tall Englishman in goal.
Like I say, just have a look how big he is.
He is. He's not Jeff Smith big, but he's not. But Jeff Smith isn't wearing that gear.
That's
so
right.
imagine how big Jeff Smith from Melbourne would look with that goalie gear on. They're on the counter attack now. Quickly on the attack, Melbourne. Adelaide bring it in, backhand and a save with the pads there by May.
Great speed there by Adrenaline to come as a classic 3-on-2.
That was Joey Rezek.
Yeah, straight around the defence there. Great speed from them. But again, Harrison May, too good. Just followed the play. He was in front of it. He knew where the puck was.
Good burst of speed from Joey. 11:08 left in this game, and the rain is hammering down outside. So it's not crowd you can hear. It's the rain hammering on the roof. Adelaide keep that alive. Keep it in the zone. Shot on net, and it's deflected wide and into the corner. First to it is Clark. Can't get it across to his fellow D-men, so Suranimi takes it back to safety. He's under pressure from Watini. Now they're back on the counter. Adelaide bring it in. Cross takes a shot on goal, no option, and it's in the corner. Greer takes a shot. It's off the gear of Chalker. He's hurting a bit. No, I think it's got him in the wrist. He's not very comfortable right now. He shakes it off and stays out on his shift because he's a hockey player. He doesn't play in the World Cup. Shot on net, and it's wide. Adelaide still with the pressure on down low, but Newcastle do get it out. Up they come up the left wing. Dumped in and going for a quick change is Cole Clark.
That was very clever by Stewie Cole Clark to dump the puck in and allow the North Stars to change.
Everybody was watching him, so he thought he'd go for a skate. Hayden Sheard in the action here, the young fella. Stayed him down. Just his stick got checked. It was enough to send him down.
This is a great line for enthusiasm.
Nick Quirk is half their size, each of those guys, and still won the battle for the puck. In front, backhand. Quirk with the hands, but Mike Will's too good.
Yeah, he just needed to get that up a little bit higher than how it went. Unfortunately, didn't quite work.
There's a pinball right now with with Powell, Hamish Powell there.
Well, you might remember that Charlie/George Huber and Hamish came together last year, and
they did quite spectacularly.
They still love each other.
Speaking of the man, he's taking the face off right now, number 5, George Charlie Huber. Long pass, stretch pass, and Manning is there, but he's cut off by the defence, and they're offside. No, there's a penalty being called. Pardon me.
Might be a hooking call, perhaps.
There was a hooking call, I think.
On JFK.
Kennedy goes to check out what magazines Craig has left for him today.
Now, there's just a really, really good move there. And unfortunately, John Kennedy was caught flat-footed and the stick got up high and bang, hooking it is. So we'll just see how much practice the North Stars have had on their PK this week.
Well, the good news is that Newcastle has the best PK in the league. The bad news is they have the worst power play in the league.
I saw that, yeah.
Underway right now, and Suranimi, very skilled, not a very big defenseman, but so skilled. Bliscombe now, another small man, but very skilled. And a shot, and it's in!
Oh.
Sean Greer with a shot, and it's a goal for Adelaide with 9:15 left in the first, 15 seconds into that power play.
You knew how I blew the shutout last time I was here. You just blew the PK for the North Stars there, Pete. Well done.
Well, I also mentioned last weekend about the risk to the freeway, and what do you know? Freeway almost completely blocked for most of today, and Adelaide were delayed by about an hour.
But a beautiful setup by Adelaide. Right-hand side, overloaded it, set up the 1-3-1, got it to the point, over for the one-timer. Sean had Greer had back down and bang away. Harrison May had really no hope on that.
I didn't think he got that good a shot in, but it just didn't sound good off the stick, but it certainly travelled well and went right through.
Well, it's obviously his new stick, because remember he broke the old one, so it's the
true.
new stick that scored, not
the last
Sean.
one was in pieces. Maybe this is the new soft stealth stick.
Stealth stick.
Adelaide will lead 1-0. Face off at centre ice, or pardon me, neutral zone, and we're back underway. Newcastle has possession. They try up the left wing, but it bounces loose to the goal scorer Greer. North Stars have their top line back out. Greg Gotti brings it into the zone. Liscombe cross-ice pass to Huxley. Throws it on net. Battle in the corner right now. Squirts loose, but Adelaide still fighting for it. In front, a short side, and a save by May. Beautiful one to Greg Gotti.
Greg Gotti was just camped there by himself, no one really looking after him. And luckily for Harrison May, he shot right in the chest. So it was a good save by him in the end, because obviously if he wasn't there, he wouldn't have saved the puck. But geez, we're going to have to make sure, when I say we, the North Stars are going to have to make sure that they don't leave Greg Gotti free like that, otherwise they're going to be paying penalties for it. 8 minutes 37 to go.
Face off, and Newcastle win it. Stark has the puck. So a change from those first few minutes when Newcastle had possession, because more recently it's been Adelaide possession. And a goal. Kennedy to Stark. It's touched by Adelaide, so...
Well, the call
that was a
icing.
mistake. Yeah,
but it's a mistake. It'll take it.
So Darren Hardy-Hawkins called that as icing. No, it's not a mistake. They're taking it all the way back. Okay.
Yeah.
It was off an Adelaide stick.
I think we may have had an overruling there by the guy with the red bands on, saying, nope, it's icing, bring it back here, boys.
Back underway to the right of May, to the point. Kept in the zone there by Nick Clark. Behind the net now. Into the glass, the combatants go.
There's no doubt the North Stars are missing Garrick's ability to win face-offs for them. They've lost a few in their own zone so far.
Chalker with a foot race to the puck. He's all alone in the end and can't get the pass cleanly to Ray Sheffield, who was skating past it. Kennedy is can opened. The can gets the can
great
opener.
Defence. Just take the blue line away. Whoa!
Oh, that's a big crash there.
Darren Corstens.
Darren Corstens is tripped on absolutely nothing, and that's going to cost him a full carton. That's the general rule for hockey players. If you're not a hockey player, yeah, that's the general rule. You fall over like that, it costs you a carton for the boys. Good save by Will.
Yeah, nice shot there by Tim Stanger to get the face-off down in this zone, because now it gives the opportunity for the North Stars to get Hayden Sheard out. Now, Hayden Sheard really knows how to win face-offs. I hope I haven't put the mocker on him, but he's so strong on the face-off, and that's really the need. They get an offensive opportunity here. They might be able to score.
Well, they have offensive powerhouse indeed, Matt Lindsay.
He wants to score tonight, Pete. He's told me he wants to score.
He told Dad he wants to score.
There you go. Hayden lost it.
Nothing like a commentator's curse to spoil the day.
Geez.
I think we're... well, if they're taking bets on us, we'd be well up, wouldn't we? Spoiling everybody's day. Mason's around the boards. It's off someone, or maybe it might have been off the referee. It's loose, but Newcastle will chip it out, and that's going to be icing.
Well, no call on the ice.
Sheard's first to the park. Cross-ice pass goes directly to Huxley. He says, thank you very much. I'll send it up ice. Misses the stick of Manning. Back down to Newcastle end. And a bad tip attempt there. And shot by Oddie, saved by May. Up to the point. Kept in the zone. Oddie now in the corner. Gets it up to his point man, Ben Gabbett. Another veteran. Lots of veterans in this Adelaide team. A lot of these guys have been with the Adelaide teams for many seasons.
Absolutely. There's a lot of strength in this Adelaide team. That's why it's always so hard to play against them. They may not be the quickest teams out there, but geez, they know what they're doing.
Yes, and they have so much experience. Shot on net, just a weak one, with more of a throw-in, and play will stop with 6:17 left in the first.
Broke down a little bit there for the North Stars. They started to do a little bit of stop-start work rather than actually skating onto the puck. Started to turn away from the play a couple of times, and there just wasn't the support that there had been at the beginning of the game for them. So that's why they struggled a little bit on that shift. Hopefully with this shift, they'll be able to get back into this game. 6 minutes and 17 seconds still to go.
Shot on net. Saved by Will. The rebound heads out to, and Liscombe gets it up the left wing.
That's not good for Adelaide. Serenimi took that shot.
Serenimi was off his body, but he's walking it off right now on the bench. He seems okay. He's feeling the bells ringing right now.
Yeah, I think that got him right down low on the ankle. I don't think he was real happy about taking it down there, as I don't think he would be. When you look at Pat Naden, he's not playing tonight for the North Stars because of the shot that he took in the ankle.
I didn't get to speak to Pat. Did you find out what the diagnosis was?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. He's on crutches. Know that, but he's off the crutches now and he is walking. But it's definitely not this week. And hopefully, if he's needed, it'll be fine for the Perth trip. If he's needed.
Back underway. Newcastle trying to take it up the right wing, but good back checking by Adelaide. And an extra bump by Danberg, earns an extra bump back, but no harm, no foul.
There's no doubt about Cody Danberg. He doesn't mind mixing it up with people, and of course that's the import there for Adelaide. Mans Lindgren, who bumped into him, so they're probably discussing the state of the weather in Canada at the moment.
Well, comparing Saskatchewan to Sweden. Chipped in by Stark, he'll chase it himself. Going behind the net, looking for options. He takes it back up near the blue line. Wilson coming across the crease and battles with Greer. To the point now. Stark has to get around the body of Corstens, who dives underneath that. Greer against Danberg, but it's a neutral ice, and Newcastle needs to touch up. Huxley to the puck, and he'll chip it forward, but it's cut off by Stark. Danberg, who takes a hit from Corstens, now up the right wing. Comes Wilson, waits, pass to Bales in front, and a great save by Michael Will.
What a brilliant pass.
That was like an alley-oop. It was like an alley-oop.
Sensational saucer pass.
It's like the alley-oop from Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan, who was there just in time.
Yeah, the old Hail Mary.
Exactly.
But it was perfect timing. And Bales would be a little bit unhappy he didn't finish off because the pass was just magic.
I had that wrong. I think it was actually Danberg going to the net, so I had the wrong man. I saw the 20 as he flashed past Michael Will.
Matt Lindsay
Someone else has blown a tyre. It's Matt Lindsay, but JFK on the rescue. He just steals the puck and thanks very much. Just stands his ground. Shot on net and a save, but big rebound by Will. Chalker can't get the shot away. It was cut up by Surinimi, who just took another stick. Who's in the wars this afternoon. Down low. May needs a bit of help as he's under pressure here by a feisty Adelaide attack. Trying to bring out in front is Manning. Can't jam it in. 6'3" Harrison May in the way. 4 minutes now remaining in this first, and play will stop.
Yeah, unfortunately, not necessarily exactly the play the North Stars may have wanted, an icing call, because these guys are starting to look a little bit tired from all the battling they just did then. Now they're going to have to keep battling now, and they really need to win this face-off. There's no doubt about that, so they can get the puck out. But, geez, Adelaide, they want that puck so badly.
Excellent desperation from the South Australians.
This is better.
Matt Lindsay now, yes, still on his feet, waiting for the pass. Shot from Ray Sheffield and a great save by Will.
What a save by Will. Again, Ray Sheffield unfortunately got him right in the emblem, but geez, that was a nice play by the North Stars.
That was a great rush.
That was a great rush.
And
fantastic.
it was Matt Lindsay who really architected that by rushing in.
He may have been, but look,
we had a three-way play.
That's right. The thing that was exciting was that someone had to go hard to the net, which was Matt did. And, he's a defenseman. He's not supposed to know that, but he knew to go hard to the net.
Hayden Sheard is waved out, and so Nick Quirk will take the face-off. Oddie gives him the rookie treatment. He does kind of win it, and first to the puck is Hamish Powell. Powell happy to work the boards, take the punishment, but Oddie picks up the puck, and he's drawn a penalty. Huxley says so thanks very much from Hamish Powell as he heads to the box.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty easy call in all seriousness. I mean, Hamish obviously was very aggressive to the puck, which is really what they needed to do in the defensive zone, but they did it very well here in the offensive zone and got the penalty call because he was so aggressive. And it really, the North Stars to score, need the puck. The only way you're going to get the puck, you got to be aggressive towards it.
Yeah, Huxley just got a little too involved in the moment and decided to pin him the boards a little too long, enough to cause the interference. And Newcastle's waved out again. Brian Bales will take the face-off. He's up against Rezic. It's under Rezic's feet, and Bales can't get it clear. Wilson looking for help. He sends it around the boards. It's to Stark at the blue line. Gets it back to Wilson. Danberg taking the punishment down low. He's alone at the moment. Chance in front. It's loose. Will smothers the puck. No, it's loose and squirts out across the line. I think it might have gone off a stick or kicked out.
That was just a very, very lucky clearance by Adelaide that there's no one on the point there for the North Stars. Otherwise, he would have had an open net if someone had been there.
Somebody did a brilliant job, I think, with kicking a stick to get it out. Loose and a nice pass, but it not cleanly taken there by number 16, Heap Daj.
Would have loved that.
Well, sure would. JFK's into the zone, taking a rush in, but Stark has it now as it's cleared by Surinimi.
Well, that's good news for Adelaide. Obviously, he's got over that shot that he took.
A bad pass there, and a shot on net by Wilson is loose. Will with another save. Acute angle. Back to the point. Stark. Adelaide having great PK so far. Wilson at the half boards now, looking for his options. Danberg behind the line, out he comes. Wilson circling, picks it up. In front, short shot. Bales, saved by Will. To the point. Stark now. Attempts to pass to Danberg, can't get a one-timer away. Rezic pushes him and Greer to Kennedy now. To Stark, he'll take a shot. He does, and a save by Will into the corner. Lovely save, not only just sending it right to the corner, right in the deflection. In front, and it's straight to Greer, who says, I will send that down the ice, thanks very much. And Corsons will skate onto it. Takes a hit from Kennedy. In front, Greer, pardon me, that wasn't Greer, that was Huber. Takes a shot and a save by May.
And North Stars kind of forgot for a second that they needed the puck. But great PK there by Adelaide, and the North Stars looked like they had control. They certainly had possession the whole time while they were down in this zone, trying to put pressure on Will. Just the shots in the end weren't good enough. There just weren't enough shots coming into the perimeter with enough people going to the net, unfortunately, to worry Will. So when the puck did come, no problem, deflection over into the corner. We need to get more pressure on him.
He's a very tall man. He takes up a lot of net, as does May at the other end. And, of course, he's quite skilled, so very skilled, I should say. So, yes, you need basically a deflection or some way to get by him. A mistake of some sort. He's not going to give away any free ones. Watini takes a hit from Motti. Right now, Sheffield behind the net. In front for Chalker, and it's cleared by Huxley down the ice. And that will be icing on Adelaide as their penalty had expired.
Yeah, a minute 15 still to go. And this line has really performed well tonight for the North Stars. They're being replaced now as the import line comes on, as it would with a minute 15 to go, and the face-off down in the Adelaide zone, because obviously we're going to try and get Danberg, Wilson, Bales the puck so they can put it in the net. This is good. This is a good way to finish.
Face-off in the Adelaide zone. First of the puck is Danberg to Wilson. Takes a shot and a save by Will, no problem for him.
That was about it. At least there was some blue around the net there when the shot was taken, so if a rebound had come out, it could have caused some havoc. And that's really the way goals are scored. When we look at Hayden Sheard scoring his first goal a couple of weeks ago, it's exactly how it happened. He pressured the net, rebound popped out, and he got his first goal in the AIHL.
Another face-off. Been that type of night tonight.
That was a good win by Liskin.
By Adelaide, and they've given it up in the neutral ice. It's 1 minute to go. Danberg takes the puck away. He's been pressured there and has the puck stolen by Lindgren. Chance now for Liskin. Centre ice, takes a quick shot. His handcuff and a save by May, and a rebound too.
A couple of nice shots there on screen on Harrison May, and May did a great job to actually see the first one. He did give the rebound out because it bounced out of his glove, but he was able to recover quickly. But there's a couple of really good screen shots there. Adelaide, they've come to play tonight.
Yeah, well, they're in a pressure position. I think they're in 6th right now, so they do need some wins. They're not that far. I think they're only a point or so behind Newcastle, but they've played more games, so they're in a more pressurised position. Just an update from Melbourne. The Bears 1, leading the ice 0. Now, I think that was another goal from Adelaide right off the face-off, through the screen and through the wickets, and that's great way to end the first period for Adelaide.
And the boy who just got his Australian residency pops one in, and Joseph Resick will be extremely happy about that. It was really just a nothing play. They lost the face-off, and that's why face-off is so important. Came back to him, and he just drilled it low and hard, and May didn't see the puck coming. There was a lot of traffic in front of him. So congratulations to Joseph Resick. But geez, we've got to win face-offs, especially in our defensive zone.
They won that one. Danberg wins that. They are missing Adam Jarek, that's for sure. Up the left wing and into the zone, but no one takes possession. Danberg will forecheck. Bit of a steal, and with 20 seconds to go, Wilson loses the puck. Thrown out by 7, that's Resick, and there's a foot race on for the puck. Kennedy there first. He sends it around the boards. We've got 9 seconds, so not much chance of much happening here. Puck thrown down the ice by Adelaide, and that will be the end of the first period. Adrenaline 2 leading the North Stars 0.
And can I just say, Pete, I do believe that's probably a true reflection of the game at the moment. The Adelaide have gone down the ice, put pressure on the North Stars, and taken the chances that have presented themselves. The North Stars have had a lot of possession in the Adelaide zone during that period, but just wasn't able to convert their chances. And frankly, they didn't have a lot of chances. A lot of the shots were from out far, out wide, and they're hitting Mike Will straight in the chest, so didn't really get much chance to get a rebound or anything either. But it was good to see that the North Stars are actually playing together. They started that very well in that first period. They're supporting each other, they're looking for each other, and it looked really, really good. Started to fall away a little bit in the middle, and then started to come back again at the end. Unfortunately, Adelaide scored, but that was a really good goal that Resick got. May wouldn't have seen the puck, obviously. But there's good things that happened in that period. The North Stars will be happy with the good things that happened, but what they've got to do is get to the puck. Just
reiterating, Bears are up 1-0 in Melbourne. They scored on the power play, and The game in Canberra is just about to get underway, but we'll be back in 10 minutes for the second period. Back everyone, we're just 20 seconds ago till we get underway in the second period, and Adelaide Adrenaline are up 2-0 after one period, Steve.
Well, the North Stars have come out of their dressing room with a little bit of fire in the eye, which is good to see. They would not be happy that they're down 2-0. I mean, they have been in this situation a few times this year, and they're obviously not happy about that. They thought they'd been over that and don't want to see it repeated. No, I don't blame them. I mean, really, in front of this is a pretty good crowd here tonight, and really, they want to see the North Stars score. They want to hear the horn. They want to see the girls. They want to see it all happening.
Well, they've only had 2 wins here all season out of about, 8 games now, so they do need to start winning.
Good face-off win.
Goes to May, and he gets it to Cole Clark. But quickly on the scene is number 24, that's lingering. One of their imports, Swedes. Cole Clark gets a pass away under the stick of Wilson. Liscombe not following through on the check, and Wilson keeps going. Danberg sends it to Bales. Bales, quick shot as off some skates and well wide. Oddie will get to it and just chips it to his teammate. Liscombe now up the left wing. Cole Clark is there, and the puck is well wide on the shot. Centering attempt gets to Liscombe. He's having trouble reaching for it. Now a shot from the point and a save and a cover by May.
He needed to do that. He needed to cover that. Oddie was right there, as was Liscombe. They're both buzzing around the net, wanting the rebound. I'm not sure what... I haven't heard anything at all, Pete, but Rob Stark hasn't been out for a little while. Normally he starts the period, and he wasn't out there with his defensive partner, John Kennedy. Stuart Cole Clark started, so I'm not sure what the story is.
We'll find out about that. Back underway. Newcastle win the face-off. Watini skates by it, gets it on the second attempt. But right now, the Adrenaline have it. Rezek takes a shot and a save by May. Rezek did play last weekend. They played against the Mustangs. So it's his first away trip as an Aussie local.
As I said, last week I was talking to him down in Melbourne because he was scouting for the national junior team, where he's the assistant coach for.
So he wasn't there, he was in Melbourne.
Yeah, it was in Melbourne, yeah.
Oh, so we were right, Tom.
You're right now, mate?
No, I've got no clue. We'll leave Steve with the facts. I'll just call the plays. Lindsay battles for the puck with Wahib
actually tried to steal it there.
And that's up into the netting. Play will stop.
I really love Wahib Daj. I mean, he's such a great player. Everything is hustle with him. Doesn't matter what zone it's in, defense, offense, neutral zone. He is such a hustle player. Interesting not to see him play centre, though. He's played a lot of his hockey as centre, but Joseph Resick is playing centre for his line tonight.
I think we're pretty much... I'm trying to see who we're missing from Adelaide. I know Harding. Josh Harding is a significant miss player. Newcastle, of course, missing a few. Chance in front, a save by Will, and the rebound falls on the right side of his pad.
Adelaide
on the counter-attack quickly now. Inside pass, fakes, shot. Can't get by. Close the gate there, did Harrison May. Loses the puck. That was Corstens, and it's wrapped around the boards, but kept in the zone by Adelaide. Down low, Rezek brings it in front. Watini's behind him all over him, but not where it counts, where he's cutting off the play. Protecting the puck well, he was there. Sheffield to the puck. Rezek tries to bring in front. Short side shot and a save by May. Matt Lindsay had enough. Takes it out the middle himself. Loses the puck though, and fortunately Adelaide wasted that opportunity for David Ferrari. He was all alone down there.
A great rush there by Lindsay to get the puck up. Unfortunately lost it. Probably rushing with 4. It might have been an idea to maybe pass off to one of his teammates.
One of his designated forwards.
Correct. Because they could have got caught very easily on a 3-on-1 back the other way.
Well, that's Dave Ferrari saying about don't pass responsibility, pass the puck.
Correct. Well done,
and
mate.
So Matt Lindsay there taking the responsibility himself and getting the puck up the safety before losing it.
It's good to see Rob Stark on the ice. Whatever was hindering them for a little while didn't last long.
Perhaps a skate problem or equipment problem. Hayden Sheard just trying to get out of the zone and accidentally takes down Ben Gabbett. Tim Stanger forechecking, and Adrenaline now trying to bring it up ice. Meeting resistance from this young North Stars line. Stopped by Will behind the net. Now he keeps it going. Graham Charbonneau gets a shift. Great hockey name, that one. Charbonneau.
Yeah, Charbonneau, fantastic. That was a really good forecheck there by the North Stars. Performed very, very well. They took away the boards and took away the centre of the ice too. So the Adrenaline had to try a cross-ice pass, which didn't work for them well. But in the end, they've ended up getting a face-off in the North Stars zone, and young Hayden Sheard hopefully is going to have to win this against Greg Oddie. And does.
He does have a good face-off. It's like it's magic. The face-off is like this mystical skill. Like you have to go to the top of a mountain to learn it. Greg Oddie in the play. Shot is off the body of Quirk and goes well wide for Greg Oddie to retrieve. Down low is Liscombe. He's pushing the boards by Hayden Sheard. Now up the left wing, Newcastle under pressure. Quirk gets it away. It's Sheard with a touch. And he goes inside for the pass, but it's off Mike Will's blocker and into the corner. Or maybe it's off his shoulder or the netting, but went to safety. That's what it matters.
Whoops.
Quirk under pressure. Oddie takes a shot, but blocked by Kennedy. And he's taken down by his own player.
Stark just did another shot block right in front of the net then. They're protecting May all over the ice here, which is
Adelaide
great.
have to wait for their players to come back on side as the puck went out of the zone. Kennedy will cut that off at the blue line. Valuable coaching help from the crowd. Wide he comes inside to the short side. Quick shot and a save by May. Puck is loose. Adelaide. Puck is stopped and waiting for an explanation.
Well, they're sort of saying there's a delay of game because he made no effort to get off the puck at all. That's what Adelaide are complaining about. Kennedy says, no, I was trying. Come on, give me a break.
Kenny was claiming I had a couple of blokes pushing on me at the time. 11 minutes to go in the second period.
May was huge there, though. There's a couple of big shots right in front, and he was huge.
Just took a deep breath and calmed himself. He's a very chilled out guy and loving his time here in Australia. Danberg has a puck now. Cut off by Greer. Sends it behind him to his teammate. I think it's Bales trying to see through the white jerseys. Into the corner. There's a couple of bodies coming down. But Newcastle with possession. Front shot and a save by Will.
Yeah, Danberg unfortunately got that right in the stomach there of Will. But it's a good battle there to actually pull the puck out of the corner. He was fighting down there with Suranin and Imi, but managed to take the puck off him and bring it out. So good skill. But hey, that's what he's here for, to show that skill.
Both of these guys are showing plenty of skill in net tonight. It's been more crucial, of course, for May as his team is under more pressure. Has been since the first few minutes when Newcastle had possession, and it's been mostly Adelaide since. Bodies coming down like timber at the moment, and there's a penalty called on that one, I think.
Yeah, we do have a penalty being called. It's going to be a hooking call. It looks like it'll be on Adelaide.
If I remember right. No, we have had a Newcastle power play. We've had one each, haven't we? So
that's correct.
Second power play for the North Stars right now.
Coach Dore hasn't declined the penalty, so that's good. Obviously, he believes that the power play unit is going to get a goal this time.
Joe Rezek has a goal. He's added a penalty to his score sheet tonight. To the half boards, the circle, and a shot is picked up by the Newcastle player. Shot by Bales and saved by Will.
That was a nice play there from Danberg to get it out in front to Bales. Just couldn't get it up high, unfortunately. Couldn't get enough stick on it. But again, that's because Adelaide collapsed and gave them no room in front of the net. It's a really good PK that Adelaide are putting on tonight.
Face-off, Bales wins that. But picked up with a defenseman win there by the Adrenaline, and May will have to stop that puck. Gets it to Stark. Can't hit Kennedy, but he gets it on the rebound. Up the left wing, Danberg. Cut off by Greer. Liscombe, first to the puck, gets it to his teammate. And thrown down ice, and that, of course, is not icing while they're killing the penalty. It's another great PK for the Adrenaline. Now Danberg up the left wing. Cut off by Greer, goes inside, beats the man, looking for options. Behind the net, in close, and a save by Will as he's pressured by Bale.
Greer and Danberg have had a great battle down that left wing. Greer has taken him a couple of times, and just Danberg beat him all ends up that time.
Bales now brings it into the zone, passes errant and goes past Kennedy, and he's got a foot race on. And Corsons was happy to dump the puck for May to pick up. Kennedy fakes and tries to get by Corsons, beats him up the left wing, dumps the puck in. Will lets it go, and it's out of the zone. And this PK is from Adelaide. You can use as a
North Stars have got to get to the puck quickly and first when they're actually out there on the power play. And at the moment, it's Adelaide who are getting there first.
Watini, a shot right into the logo and stop a play with 19 seconds of power play remaining.
Well, that's good because now the North Stars can settle. They've still got 19 seconds to go with 8 minutes 44 to go in this period. And they might be able to get an opportunity. I mean, this is where Resick scored his goal, second goal for Adelaide late in the first period. So if we can get the puck pulled back, get a shot away, anything could happen.
Face off, and Greer has it. A lot of time Newcastle winning face-offs, but losing the face-off. They're losing the battle right afterwards. Adelaide have reclaimed a lot of their face-offs tonight. Hayden Sheard waits on the line, skates onto the puck. Shot and a save by Will.
Again, beautiful play by Hayden Sheard. He was so patient and showing experience way beyond his years. He's only just turned 18. But the way he controlled that puck, waited till Watini was available and then fed him the puck. Probably would have liked a better shot than from Matthew Watini. I'm sure he would have liked to take a better shot as well too. But we've still got the puck in the Adelaide zone.
Face off, win by Newcastle when the teams are even. And a save by Will.
Again, the last three shots have been right in the emblem on Mike Will, and he would love that because it's not putting him under any pressure. But at least we're getting the puck to the net, which is something that wasn't quite happening in the first period. Anything can happen now.
Back underway, Greer has the puck. Adelaide get it out of their zone, but Watini will send it back in.
A good forecheck here by Nick Quirk.
Counting down to the 8 minutes to go mark. Chance in front, but great stick by Daj, cuts off the pass. Lindsay has the puck set at neutral ice. Passes the hospital pass to Watini, but wins the battle in the end. Watini now up the left wing. Waits, pass inside, nice pass. Quirk with the hands, but can't get around the defence of Adelaide. That's Greer, number 8, another vet. Corstens with the fancy work getting through several players, but loses the puck in the end. Lindsay up the boards, uses a 6-man, as they say, and chipped in by Wertini.
Ferrari's been playing huge on this right D. He's been stopping Adelaide right at the blue line and taking all the pressure out of their attack, which is really good. He's having a great game tonight.
Icing call on the adrenaline. We'll go back to Mike Will's end.
And that came because of the pressure that the North Stars have been putting on Adelaide. So tides might be turning with 7 minutes to go in this period. If the North Stars can just keep supporting each other like they started in the first period, I think we're going for a really, really good finish to this game.
So perhaps we can say that Newcastle are starting to win the defence. They need to start winning the offence.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing better than playing the puck in the other team's end.
End of the first period in Canberra, and we have the Brave up 1-0 over the Ice Dogs. Puck tossed in and stopped by Harrison May. Kennedy up the left wing. Chalker sends it out to an attacker, and a toe save there by May.
How did he get his toenail on that?
Right in front of us.
Phenomenal save.
That was pure reflex and lovely to see. It's a shame you don't have our angle here because it was right in front of us. On the counter, Gregotti. Liscombe. Coming in the zone there was 19 Manning.
Kennedy did a great back check on that to take away all the pressure. That was a really, really good play by him.
Tim Stanger is first to the puck. He beats Liscombe down in the corner. Into the corner. They're still battling. And Adelaide will bring it out. Up the middle comes Oddie, number 10. He probably will be the only ever guy to wear number 10 for the Adrenaline. Shot on net. And a goal, was it? I didn't even see that.
Yep. Oddie put it out to Liscombe in front of the net. He put it on the net. And
beautiful screen.
Harrison
straight in.
May had his stick.
I was screened on that one too by the partition. I couldn't see it.
Had his stick slightly in the air and straight between the 5-hole and in the net.
So that's the first one I've seen where Harrison May was pretty upset with himself. He felt that was his error.
Great play by Oddie. How well did he set that up? I mean, he drew everybody to him because he controlled the puck the whole time. And then, unfortunately, for Newcastle, that left Liscombe sitting right in front.
Matt Lindsay, forecheck. Cole Clark takes a shot, and it's wide and into the glass. With the puck is Bales. Loses it, but it fortunately goes to a teammate and chance in front. There's a scramble. Fans behind are calling a goal, but I think it's into the netting.
The crowd's getting excited. That's what I like to hear.
Wilson takes it out, makes some space, and they have Adelaide players chasing him. He's got two men after him at the moment. Takes it up to the blue line. Still keeps it in play. Throws it well wide of the net. In front, a jam. Puck getting squeezed between players, but it's squeezed out of the zone for Matt Lindsay to recover. Cole Clark now. Right wing. Short pass goes under the stick, and the play continues. Danberg now. And Mike Will tries to stop, but his teammates chip it out and down to the far end.
That was a clever play, actually, because the rebound was huge right in front of the net. Unfortunately, there was no blue there to actually jump on it and get an opportunity to perhaps bury the puck. But how good was that? I mean, obviously the fans got excited behind the net there because the opportunities were there. They probably saw an open net, saw a loose puck. Anything can happen. Unfortunately for the Blue guys tonight, it did not go in the net.
We haven't had the usual atmosphere at this rink this year because they haven't been playing well at home most games. So it's normally one of the, well, maybe not the loudest rink. It's a bit more conservative crowd than some of the other rinks, but there's usually a lot of energy in this rink, and we haven't seen it this year. It's partly, I think, partly because of the performance, and also it's not lifting the guys because they're not getting that same atmosphere.
Well, I don't mind telling you, the cheer girls were out of their seats, so they thought it was going to go in as well.
This arm wrestle continues in the second period. Adrenaline are winning at 3-0. Cole Clark will take it in himself. Waits. A shot. Bounces off a player and into neutral ice. Watch out, that's Wahib Daj under the puck. He takes it wide, beats a couple of players, and has to go behind the net. Cole Clark cuts him off, and Wahib gets the puck back, and then is eventually bumped off it by 42 Bales.
Get out of here. I want the puck. Leave it alone, thank you, son.
Now into the corner, Watini. Can't beat the defender. I think it was Surinimi. No, it was Liscombe. And now Liscombe with a touch. Gets it back, but it's offside.
Very late call on the offside, but obviously it was. But again, just watching the play, Pete, it just seems tonight, if the puck has to bounce right for the Adelaide Adrenaline, it will. Just everything's going just so smoothly for them. Not necessarily because of themselves, just it is happening for them. Whereas the North Stars just can't seem to quite get their rhythm going yet. Very close on that last shift. Now it'll be interesting to see how the young fellas go out there with Hayden Sheard taking his face off and unfortunately not winning it again. Joseph Resick is having a huge game tonight.
Adrenaline now wide. Drops behind him. Daj and right now Adrenaline are back checking. Lost the puck to Sheard. Quirk inside. Attempt there, a short side by Watini, but no going. I think it was blocked. Shot on net, and once again blocked.
Again, a lot better for the North Stars. They're pressuring the net. Things are happening for them down there. It hasn't gone in yet, but it will if they keep using that pressure.
In front. Chance for Adelaide. Backhand. Short side. Goal!
Unfortunately, the defence got caught behind the net there and allowed too much traffic in front of the net. And Darren Corstens, if there's one thing Darren Corstens can do, it's score. He knows where the net is. He's played that for Australia. He's leading scorer in one of the tournaments they played in. He can put the puck away. And he just did that then. He delayed, waited. Poor old Harrison was down and put the puck over him.
Took some patience, but he knew with May down and on the other side of the net, he had time, and he executed it well. That was a mistake that led to a rush, that led to players out of position, which led to a goal. So that's often the case.
This is better. This is better. Now they're trying to get to the puck.
Long pass, a good one here onto the stick of Liscombe. Goes inside, backhand and a save by May. A rebound and it's backhands again, and it's smothered by defence. They're trying to call Ferrari on top of the puck, and Ferrari offers a challenge.
Yeah, I get a little bit nervous there. It looked like Dave Ferrari almost may have put his hand on the puck in the crease, which is an automatic penalty shot, but luckily for the North Stars, it wasn't seen that way, and I'm happy to hear that.
I think he put his body on top of it to keep his arms out of it.
That's what we need, a bit of desperation for the North Stars. They need to get this puck, they need to get it out of here, and this is the line that's going to do the damage for them. Wilson
taking a wide seat on the face-off there, hoping to get a breakaway, but Adelaide had possession. First to the puck again is Ben Gabbett, but Wilson picks it up. He has to skate around the stick of Gabbett. He gets it away to Danberg. He's up the left wing. Cut off by the defence. Another attempt by Newcastle, but once again Adelaide had the puck. Surinimi takes his time. One thing Adelaide has is no time pressure.
Correct. So nice to be up 4-0 in a hockey game.
Attempted pass to Gregotti is icing.
I mean, that's almost arrogant on Adelaide's behalf to try and set that up and try and put Gregotti into a position to get a breakaway. But really, as I said earlier, really everything's just going well for them. It doesn't matter, it seems, what they do. It just bounces so well for them. Now, they're creating a lot of that themselves because they're not getting the pressure from the North Stars. I'm not saying the North Stars aren't trying to pressure them, but it's just not happening for them.
Backhand away, Newcastle battle down the Adelaide end. Play will stop. I think it was into the bench there.
Yeah, it went up into the bench, and luckily the North Stars management personnel were able to get out of the road before the puck caused too much damage for them.
1.5 minutes to go in the second period, and all Adelaide 4-0.
I just feel it in my bones, Peter. If we can get a goal, if the North Stars can put the puck in it doesn't matter who does it, it's going to start turning around. They're going to start believing in themselves again.
Well, we just want some close games here. They don't necessarily have to be wins. So the losses mostly this year have been pretty ugly as far as being shut out or being beaten by 5-0 last week. And then Newcastle with a better team for two of those periods.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's the frustration that builds when you're not scoring. That's a nice play. Oh, he's missed the net.
Wilson had a nice chance there. Bit of a stretch, and the puck went wide. And we're offside.
He's lucky he didn't get called deliberate offside there. He knew he was offside when he tried to play at the puck, and Adelaide's arguing the point with him at the moment.
You can tell by the extra emoting that the player knew he was in trouble. I think he's emoting a heart attack right now.
Now Adelaide's still discussing the fact that probably it was a deliberate offside, so it really should be going down the other end. But linesman's happy.
Yeah, they've got to call that right away, and they don't, so they're not going to change their minds at this point. Kennedy slipping out wide and it's spotted, but no matter because Adelaide have won the face-off. Bales takes it in, he steals the puck. Tries to go inside, he's got players all over him, he takes a chance inside. There's a penalty being called.
No, I think that's got to be a hooking on Bales. He just beat too many players.
He pushed his way through 2 or 3 white jerseys and has drawn a penalty.
All right, 54 seconds. We're on the power play, North Stars. We've got to make something happen here now. Interesting, Coach Dore has thrown out his rookie line.
Well, he's got Wilson on the point. Oh, no, we've got Bales out there.
Okay. No, we just got Hayden Sheard playing the right wing.
Maybe if Casey had a second face-off. A good shot on net there, and Will's all over the place.
Yeah, that had to go in.
And that's it eventually. Will's not happy with it, but another scramble, messy goal, but it's a goal for Newcastle, so something for the home crowd to cheer about.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think it might have been Hayden Sheard may have grabbed that. That's his second goal in the AIHL.
Well done, Hayden. 18-year-old, so we're hoping at Newcastle he'll be Newcastle's Greg Oddie.
Just so good to see the kid out there performing and performing well. I mean, they only took less than 10 seconds to score, but it was set up because the North Stars went to the net. Now, a couple of those opportunities that haven't gone in this game, but tonight it went in that instance. And that's great because Hayden is a great scrambling player. That's how he scored both his goals now in the AIHL.
And immediately Gary Dore says, you stay out there, son, you got another shift. So he's out there at the moment with Tini, who's also been playing really well, I think, this season.
Yeah, Matt has been having a good season. The only thing I'd like to see him do is challenge the goaltenders a bit more. Tends to put a lot of pucks into their emblem, unfortunately.
He looks really confident with a puck. So after all that, it's one of the local kids that scores the goal, 58, Hayden Sheard. Oh, mistake there for Newcastle. Bounced up for Oddie. He's watched by Stark. Stark has a stick, and Oddie skates onto it, I guess. Stark's stick was pretty stationary, but it didn't look good. I think it was the right call, but it didn't look good.
Terrific.
All right, Steve says it's tripping. I believe him. Watini now, as I mentioned, has been calm with a puck, but that's the period over, and it's 4-1 to Adelaide Adrenaline. Steve.
Well, we lost the first period 2-0. We've lost the second period 2-1, but at least it was only 2-1. So we have potential to come back into this game, I firmly believe.
Well, if you're going to come back, you want to score a goal late in the period to get a bit of heart, a bit of energy into your change room. Hopefully at least means we've got a close game.
Look, the fact that Hayden Sheard scored the goal for Newcastle, it means that dressing room is now going to be bouncing because everyone's going to be so happy for him that he actually put that puck away. Secondly, Peter, they're going to be so happy they scored on a power play. I mean, it's really something that hasn't been happening for them this season, and it's good to see Coach Dore is recognising that and has tried something different. He put Hayden out there on the right wing to see if something would happen, and
put Wilson on the point. Yeah,
absolutely.
So he's mixing it up. All right, we'll be back for the third and final period here at Hunter Skating Stadium in around about 10 minutes. Everybody, we're 40 seconds away from this third and final period at Hunter Skating Stadium. The Adelaide Adrenaline are leading the Newcastle North Stars, the Pro-Ski North Stars, 4-1. Steve.
Well, I think the North Stars are going to be able to come back from this without too much trouble at all. The reality of it is that we only lost that period 2-1, so we have a great chance of getting back into this game. All we've got to do to turn it around, I believe, is get to the net, get a puck in the net early so that we get that margin down to 2, and then maybe with a bit of luck, Adelaide will start looking over their shoulder, wondering about what's going to happen. Are the North Stars coming back or not?
I'll be happy with a close game. I'm not as confident as you about North Star's chances, but I want a bit of energy in this place. It just hasn't been the same
mate,
this year.
I've coached this team. My son plays for this team. This team wants to win. They've got it tonight. I can feel it in my bones, Peter.
Well, after being down 1-0, the Ice Dogs have hit back with 2 quick goals, and they're up 2-1 right now. It's just in. And last we heard, the Bears were ahead 1-0.
All right, I'm going to make this prediction, mate, that if we win this face-off, we're going to come back into this game. If we lose this face-off, we're done.
I'm glad I'm not a betting man. I don't think I'd take that one, though.
There's a lot of pressure on Bales here.
Bales versus Oddie. Bales does win it, so it's all on you now, Steve. Right wing. Thrown in by Kennedy into the corner. First to it is Wilson.
Yes.
Easiest call on earth for tripping there as the stick of Greer comes around. Pardon me, that was Danberg. Chance in front, a tip by Bells, and Kennedy gets it. So they've got 6 skaters on right now, but play will stop. So the penalty tripping is called.
Well, we've got an opportunity now. The last penalty power play that we used in the North Stars, we came away with a goal that was scored by a young 18-year-old Hayden Sheard. So the power play unit, with a bit of luck, might start clicking. Hayden's been sent out again. So obviously Coach Dore has a lot of confidence in this kid.
This time it's Liscombe versus Bales, and a scramble for the puck. Newcastle had possession. They get it to the point. They're on the power play still. Shot and a save by Will with a glove. It's into the corner though. Battle for the puck is won by Newcastle. They get it out to the point, and a shot and a save off the stick of Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson would have been unhappy with that, and as he looked to the sky as he skated past, I know he was unhappy with that. He wanted a slightly better shot. Just great to see Sheard's enthusiasm in front of the net. He's making Adelaide worry about him, and so they should. He scored. He's got the only goal for the North Stars so far.
Face off, and that one's a scramble and goes back to behind the red line, and Liscombe will send it out, but it gets only as far as the point where Wilson waits. Sheard now takes a shot, and it's rebound and nearly goes in off the body of Surinimi. Puck is thrown down ice for May to stop up.
I know Hayden is only 18, but he's played the quarterback on the power play for the youth team overseas in Bulgaria, so he'll feel confident out there.
He's looking confident. That's half the battle. Sheard has it right now. He's on the point. He's got pressure from 24. That's Mans Lindgren. And Adelaide will clear the puck. Daj is first to it. They get it in front.
Yeah.
And score 5-1.
Exactly what we were saying. Adelaide got to the puck first through Wahib Daj. He fought really, really hard to get that puck. He really deserved to win that puck. And then just looked at Joseph Resick, and Joseph Resick can score. That's twice now he's been left alone in front of the net, and he's buried the puck both times. So really, the North Stars got a little bit complacent there on their power play. They'll need to get back quickly now.
I think the Mustangs brought their 50-50 disease up here from Melbourne and gave it to the North Stars because they're having a stinker followed by a great game. So this is a stinker one tonight after the great game against the Ice Dogs and the stinker against Thunder. Surinimi will slap that in and still killing the penalty even though they scored short-handed. So there's no icing on that.
Stark's gone out now to replace young Hayden Sheard.
Cross-ice attempt, as we've seen that one before, and it goes directly to Resick, who was expecting it. Newcastle have been guilty of doing the same sort of play. They cross the blue line and try and pass inside, and this time Wilson gives up the puck. Daj off the boards, but Stark gets to the puck first. Kennedy's stick floats down the ice for him to retrieve. Cross-ice pass, Wales is there. In front, Denberg can't direct it on net.
Great defence there by Surinimi to take away Danberg's stick from him so he didn't get an opportunity to take that shot.
And then followed through with the check to take the whole man. Resick reverses. Huxley sends it out of the zone. Oddie with a touch, but it goes to Lindsay. Wilson lets that go, and Resick will come back to get it. 17-10 left in this final period. Puck dropped off for Lindgren. Pardon me, not Lindgren, that's Liscombe.
Yeah, Liscombe, yep.
Another cross-ice pass for Newcastle, and Watini blows a tyre. And it's been a Murphy's Law night for Newcastle here.
That blue line just tends to jump up on some players. I don't know what that is.
It's got players in both jerseys tonight.
Incredible, yep.
Passes for Adelaide, they're a lot more confident, and Greg Oddie brings it in, waits up and tries the alley-oop. A soft but effective clear by Watini, and now we have number 17, Nick Clark, with the puck. Haven't seen as much of him tonight. He's out there with Gabbett.
We haven't seen much of Kane Fedor tonight either, actually.
Not at all. I can't remember his number 11 out there. Keep alive in front. Yeah, running a short bench, but an effective one, the adrenaline. They haven't had to worry about fatigue because they've been too busy celebrating.
It's a good play. Unlucky for Quirk.
And the play breaks down. Liscombe will send it out. Oddie at the blue line. Button hook, sends it inside. Around the play goes Liscombe, and May with a save. The rebound is trapped and stopped.
Yeah, good comeback there by Adelaide to get the puck out of their zone after the pressure. And it was unfortunate for Nick Quirk. He wasn't able to get the puck onto his backhand and actually get an opportunity on the net. But Adelaide just broke out of the zone so quickly and put pressure down there on May. The North Stars, it's hard for them tonight to be able to combat that speed that Adelaide's been able to get out of the offensive zone, out of their own, defensive zone, and through the neutral zone so quickly. It's been very tough for the North Stars to combat that tonight.
Back underway. Greer has a puck. He's forechecked by Chalker.
Whoops.
Errant pass is cut off by Manning into the corner. Trying to bring it in front. The puck is loose. And players tumbling.
Oh, Huber is such a big man. When he's in front of the net, he commands respect.
Big German kid. Dual national. To the point. Huxley. Shot on net is a weak one. It's grabbed, or attempted to be grabbed there by May. Into the corner. Newcastle have possession now. Chalker loses it to Greer. Kennedy now takes a shot on net, gets it into the blue paint for Will to stop.
Yeah, the pass is just not clicking tonight. They're only just missing, but the reality
Timing's
is
not
they're
there.
missing.
Lindsay. His pass to Ferrari is good. Ferrari looking for options. Loses the puck, and they're offside, fortunately for Newcastle.
I think we've got a penalty call coming up here. So it's going to be on Adelaide for a slash. When Ferrari took the puck and started the rush up the ice.
Mr. Corstens
yeah,
scored a goal tonight, and he's got a penalty now.
Yeah, just used a bit too much of his stick, unfortunately. All right, they really need a goal now, the North Stars. We're down 5-1 with 14 minutes and 33 seconds to go. They've put that power play unit on again that scored the goal with young Hayden Sheard out there.
Crowd are hoping for something magical tonight. It's been tough for the home crowd here this season. Sheard doesn't hit the stick of Danberg. Kennedy is there instead. Back to Kennedy, back to Sheard.
He needs to shoot it.
There's a shot.
Oh, unlucky.
And the rebound squirts out the other side to Chris Wilson.
Whoops.
Cut off by Daj. He's away to the races. Slightly held up there by Kennedy and then cut off by Wilson, back checking. Danberg inside for Bales, but the puck is behind the net. Wilson can't keep it in the zone.
Isn't that so typical of a North Star night? That little puck bounce that you just couldn't keep it in. Unlucky.
Wilson falls to his feet, gets back up, takes the puck in, and a shot and a goal by Bales. If only they were all that easy. He picked the spot and just put it in the net.
And I'm sure Bales is thinking, geez, we've been doing that all night. Why did that one go in and the other 35 not go in?
Well, because he didn't put it right in the logo. He put it right in the, was it, they call that the 3-hole?
Yep.
Yeah, above the left pad of Will. And at least the music's playing. We got some energy here, hopefully for a closer finish to this game.
And that's what makes Brian Bale such a great player. The release on that puck was just instant. And obviously Will wasn't ready for it, and that's why the puck went in the net. But a bit more of that. Getting away from the body of Will, making him moving around the net is going to help. Now remember I said they're going to come back. It's 5-2. You keep watching.
You did say that, Steve. I'm still counting on that. And that's straight up into the netting, but on the other side of the red line, so there's no penalty on that one. Still 1-0 in Melbourne, last I saw.
That sounds like it's a huge arm wrestle down there.
Thirteen and a half minutes left in this game. It's 5-2 the score. Adrenaline with the, I don't know if I can still call it an easy lead, but they're definitely a very safe lead at 3 up. It's icing.
Again, pressure being put there by young Sean Greer. He's had a really good game tonight. He was sort of missing, unfortunately, the last time that Adelaide played up here. He was under suspension at that time, and they've really missed him because he's had a really good game. He's been strong in the defensive zone and scored a goal. Greer
gets it out of the zone with the help of Lindgren. He goes up the middle. Inside pass, cut off by the defence of Newcastle. Watini passes, cut off by Oddie. And Newcastle struggling to get it out of the zone as they're under pressure. Quirk there under pressure. They reverse.
Lindsay to Ferrari.
Dave Ferrari steps around Gregotti and went the wrong way. Must have fallen victim to the head fake, and that's into the bench.
And again, that was a nice play by Lindsay to get the puck up to Sheard, but just so typical tonight of the way Adelaide is playing. The Siranimi just stepped up, did not give him the blue line, so the puck didn't get into the zone. And that's the way they've been playing. They've been really, really strong in the defensive zone tonight, Adelaide, and that's obviously why the score is sitting where it is.
Face-off won by Bales that time. Newcastle have it in the zone. Kennedy loses the puck in the skates of Ben Gabbett.
Yep.
And the battle continues down low. A slash is not called, and Chris Wilson is unhappy with that. He takes the puck in, gets it to Stark. Slap shot.
Big save.
Big save by Will. Diving from side to side.
Siranimi just took that puck away. Otherwise, that was in the net.
That puck goes into the body of Costons, who now carries the puck behind his own net. Drops it off for Siranimi. Costons. Bit of faking left and right.
Yeah,
and he draws a penalty, that one. Some tricky moves.
Yeah, look, again,
halfback moves from rugby league.
This is what I applaud John Kennedy for. Again, he wasn't going to give away the blue line to Adelaide at all, and he stepped up on that. Just a move was made at the last second, which has unfortunately led to what I would have called tripping. The referees call hooking. Doesn't matter. It's still a 2-minute penalty, no matter which way you look at it. And deserved. There's no doubt about that. But again, sometimes this comes from the frustration that happens when you're behind. So the North Stars need to kill it badly. I mean, they have scored shorthanded goals before. I mean, it could happen. But they definitely need to kill this.
We're waiting on you to come back, Steve. They've got 2 minutes to score a shorthanded goal and then 10 minutes to try and score a few more.
You watch the Blues, boy. You watch.
At the moment, they're a man down. As we tick down to 12 minutes remaining. Liscombe to Siranimi. Gets it back. Tries the weak shot, and it's deflected by the stick of May into the corner. Adelaide behind the net. Try to bring it in front. Sent it out to the blue line, and it's just kept in by Greer. Across the blue line it goes. Siranimi goes to the half boards. Liscombe has the puck. Siranimi fakes, and Greer passes behind him. First to the puck is Lindsay. Can't get out of the zone though, and Adelaide have it again. Liscombe now. And Adelaide are kept on the outside, not much doing. Now the shot and a save by May.
Yeah, well, that was a good play there by Adelaide to get the puck out to Greer on the point. As I said, he's already got one tonight, so why not give him another opportunity? But Harrison May, just too good. Just watch that all the way into his stomach. Thank you very much. But again, the North Stars defense did a fantastic job in front of the net, just keeping Adelaide away from the net so that Harrison May did feel comfortable to take that puck. So they've done a very good job in this PK so far.
Face off, and Adelaide have the puck. Wahib Daj makes his own space. Shot from the point is high from Huxley and nearly kills a couple of players.
Gee whiz. I don't think he shot any higher. Impossible.
Definitely got a chip on it and set it high.
So we have 11 minutes to go. 49 seconds
if
still
your
to go.
Ticket is A27, you won the 50-50 tonight.
Not tonight.
Not you, Steve?
Not tonight.
Newcastle dump the puck while they're on the PK. First to it is Gabbett, 27. He goes up the middle.
Yeah, good. They got Hayden Sheard on the PK as well too now.
He's the Superman tonight.
Yep,
gets the shift of everything. 27 seconds of PK for Newcastle. Power play for Adrenaline, and it'll be 10 minutes and 10 seconds or roundabouts when this expires, one way or another. Skating onto it is Huber. Lindsay with him. Forces him behind the net. And Cole Clark is there. Huber falls down unassisted.
We're back to 5-on-5.
Shot on net, and it's off the pads of May behind the net now. To the point, Siranimi takes a shot, and a save again from May. Goes to save Hands and Kennedy. Sheard tries to send it up the wing, but it's cut off by Greer. Suriname off the skate. Moves inside and instead finds all of Kennedy, who calls a player on as he's broken his stick in that collision. Puck is loose, a chance for Adelaide down low. Oddie, shot and it's goal! Deflected in.
Just over the top of Harrison May's blocker there. It was a really, really, really good shot. But again, shouldn't have been left alone so high in the war zone in front of the net. Should have been someone there helping the defence, unfortunately. And that's
they were down a man when Kennedy went off, so
correct.
It took a while for the D-man to get on. They weren't in position. Greg Oddie saw that opportunity and just lined up a golf shot.
That's what experienced players do, doesn't they? You know, he saw that opportunity, so he got to a quiet zone and waited till he could get the puck. A great goal. A great goal by
He got the one wood out and he just smacked that puck.
Great experienced player.
lead.
As we said earlier, mate, this is a guy skating out here as a legend in ice hockey in Australia, and that's Greg Oddie.
Into the corner. And that's Hamish Powell gets a shift. 8 on 8. Greer, though, winning the battle. Powell, though, skating hard still. Stark chips it forward, but only finds a white jersey. Oddie back onto the puck, just scored that last goal. To Greer. Long shot on net, and May has that one. Powell now. Greer all over him in the corner. The puck is loose in front of the Adelaide net. Stanger keeps it alive, getting a shift with Sheffield. He's harassed by Greer. And I think Sheffield's been called as Greer climbed over top of him. No, it's an Adelaide penalty.
It's an Adelaide penalty.
It's I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Unwin with the stripes on tonight. Is that Keith Unwin from Sydney?
That looks like him, yeah.
Yeah. Also, he wears that tinted visor, which the players aren't allowed to wear. So a chance for, a Hail Mary from Newcastle.
Well, anything can happen, mate. They score quickly. Get back into the game.
Remaining in this game.
6-2 at the moment. I mean, anything can happen. And again, they got the power play unit on that scored before. So
face off. Bales loses it. Not Hubert. That was Rezic winning that one, and the puck goes down to Harrison May at the far end. Harry leaves it for Wilson. Skating on it with some speed as Kennedy moves inside, gets around the player, gets it out to his teammate Danberg on the wing. Danberg looking for Kennedy, goes inside and is cut off by Corsons. He's off to the races. Kennedy with him though, and Hayden Sheard in the back check. A shot is blocked and sent wide by May.
Yeah, why is Adelaide to the puck first? We should be to the puck first. We've got the power play here.
Danberg
that's a better win. That's a better puck win.
But no trip. Got a bit of both in that one. Wilson waits. Shot inside, trying to get the stick of Bales, but it just not there in time, and stick wasn't on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Liscombe inside, nice move. Shot, fake. Was it a fake or a fluff?
I think that was a fluff.
It was a fan. A fan by Lindgren.
Nice pass.
Bales got no space, and white jerseys all back there to help out. Bowers with a stick down that time, but couldn't get a pass from out of Lindsay. Bales with a shot off a skate and cleared by number 27 Gabbett.
Yeah, Bales did a good job there. Just wanted to shoot a bit higher than what he did.
May tries a quick up right down the middle. Maybe he's trying to score a goal himself. Not a bad idea. In front with numbers, but the puck bounces out to the
hands
corner.
Left him that time. Normally he would have picked that up, no problem.
Quirk takes a beating in the corner from Suriname, but the puck is thrown down ice. There is 17 seconds remaining in this power play, and there's only 6:50 in the game. Watini into the zone, scored a water bottle last game. Aaron Stick still on the ice, and it makes a play.
Just get the puck up, good. Keep feeding
Newcastle try the right wing. Sheffield touches it, but can't get it to Watini, and they go back to their own end. Another great PK from the Adrenaline.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job, the Adrenaline, tonight, killing all the penalties that they had except for one, so they've really done a good job. North Stars just seem to be skating at the moment without any real leap in their feet, and you can understand that with 6 minutes to go. They're down 4 goals. It's hard to keep the enthusiasm going.
Is it lack of energy or confidence, Steve?
Geez, it's really hard to call. I mean, confidence, it's be frustration because there's a lot of things that have done well tonight, but there just hasn't gone in the net for them. The puck hasn't bounced where it should be bouncing. It's very frustrating when that happens. So when that starts to happen, you start to doubt yourself, whether you call that lack of confidence. It's just not working.
A shot and a save in the glove by May.
So you can even see it there with Harrison May. Normally he would just let that come to him, but he actually snatched at the puck because it's starting to sort of wanting to do things rather than just letting things happen, relax, settle, set themselves up and go. Because even if they get a couple of goals back into this game, it starts to add a little bit more respect to the scoreline.
Play continues. Newcastle has a puck and they're struggling to get it out of their own end. Stark now with it. Tries the other wing. Misses a player. And now it's Manning with the puck. Great pressure once again. Newcastle struggling to get out of their own end with this forecheck all over him. They do get it out but lose possession.
Chipping it up the wing's not really working for them tonight. They really need to start looking for players to pass to.
Players to pass and carry. Chipped in by Clark. Well, I think Newcastle have almost done the Ice Dogs a favour tonight. With a short bench, Adelaide will be tired tomorrow. And great chance for the Ice Dogs. They're ahead right now in Canberra. If they win again tomorrow, they could be leapfrogging teams up into the finals position. Cole Clark with a shot and a save by Will. Bounces to a white jersey. Manning takes it up the right wing. Plape happy to rag the puck and dumps it in once he crosses the red line.
Tell you, there was a great battle going on there before between Huber and Hamish Powell out on the ice. Both of them were in each other's face the whole shift. It was good to watch. Good hockey.
Rezic. The puck is dumped cross ice. And Daj is first to it. Lindsay watches him. Now Corson's behind the net. In front, Daj, shot and a save.
Well done, Harrison May, to take that puck. Again, another white jersey standing in front of the net without any pressure on him. That's part of the problem that the North Stars have had to face tonight, having those opportunities given to Adelaide, and Adelaide, to their credit, have taken them. We have 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go now. North Stars really need to get one very quickly if we're going to get back into this game.
Time for Steve's comeback. Long pass. This
Here
time
we
it's on
go.
the stick. Here's a man who can score. And Wilson, pardon me, Danberg, he's lost the puck though. Wilson's with him. Puck bouncing loose in front. And goes bust the blue jersey and to the white. So Corsons will take it up the left wing. Goes wide. Tries to just drop it on net, but it's poked away by May. Pass once again goes to the wrong colour. So Rezic will bring it back in. Tries to go behind the net again. That's been the Adelaide play. And another penalty being called, and this time on Newcastle.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a slashing call, Pete. Yeah, it is. There's no doubt there's a bit of...
Well, that's the game then. You can say with 2:54 remaining and a man in the box.
I was really feeling confident until just then. Now I'm not. I think I might have to say
You're
I'm
going
not confident.
You're going to concede defeat. Yeah. 1-1 in Melbourne with the Bears and the Ice. And they must be close to the end. They started at 5 o'clock like we did here.
It looks like it might be heading towards a shootout, that game. Be a good way for the North Stars to finish if they can kill this penalty, Peter. That'd give them a lot of confidence.
Confidence has been lacking, so we'll hope to find that. They're going to have to do better than that with the clearing the puck. Quirk gets it on second attempt. Mike Will cut that off. Gets it to Greer. And still good energy from Adelaide. They're still keen to score more goals. That's what you want to see. Oddie tries inside, outside, outside, inside, and does it all very well, but loses the puck on the third attempt. Liscombe tries the same move. Takes it outside. Sets up the power play. 2 minutes and 12 left, and more than half of that is power play.
Yeah, Greer set up perfectly again, like he did in the first goal that he scored for them.
Surinimi fakes
left
upwards.
side.
Greer keeps that in the zone with a touch. Out to Surinimi. Oddie, Surinimi tries a deflection shot off the stick of Liscombe, but May had it. Surinimi to Oddie. Players starting to break down here in Newcastle end.
Well, Harrison may stop that, and good luck to him.
Desperation save, 30 seconds remaining of this power play.
Nick Quirk was absolutely hammered by Mans
And Newcastle desperate for a change. They do manage to change 3 of their 4 men. May gloves that down. And that's a high stick called on Gebert.
And I think we have a couple of blokes discussing pleasantries at the moment. I know a referee had his hand up. Looks like Dave Ferrari is moving
Lingard
towards
and Ferrari with the 2.
penalty box.
And I think Ferrari gets the call, so it'll be 5-on-3 here for 16 seconds. And I don't think you're going to get your comeback, Steve.
I gave up on that before, mate. As soon as we got this penalty called, that was sort of took all the wind
Started
out
to
of the
look
sails.
down at that point.
Yep. So it took all the wind out of the sails. At least the fans are still sitting here. They're still staying till the end. No one's leaving yet, so it's good to see. They love their North Stars in this building.
Well, their love's been shown right now. It's been a pretty rough run here at home this year, and they're still in their seats, so well done to them. See this one out. They've been very fortunate that this has been one of the most winningest home venues in the league for, well, its entire history. Shot on net and a save by May. Another shot, and it's off the pads and wide. Picked up by, well, eventually it was Sheffield. Kept in the zone. Huxley. Down low. Shot. And it's wide, or off the stick perhaps of May. So Ben Gebert on the point. 30 seconds remains. Save and cleared by Newcastle.
Good to see that. Desperation to clear the zone with 23 seconds to go. Still desperation. That's good. That's what a coach wants to see, is players not giving up at all.
Bodies come together. Chalker and Rezic. And we've got numbers for Adelaide down low, but they're happy just to waste some time here. Now they've got to set it up. 5 seconds. And that'll be the game, Steve. 6-2. Well done, Adelaide. You've shown up Newcastle tonight with a big win. And it's not over yet. There's some bodies.
Yeah, Jason Chalker's involved in a couple of big hits just towards the end of the game there, and he certainly didn't like it. I think he may have
Tim
even hurt
Stanger is
himself.
unhappy about it. He's trying to throw a couple of gloved shots on Liscombe.
Well, there was also a hit after the whistle as well too, which is never exciting.
Chalker's just using his mouth at the moment, and we've got players getting pushed over. And the handshake is starting to break down here into a melee. Graham Charbonneau's had like one shift all game, and now he's out there.
Yeah, I'm
with a challenge.
just trying to sort all this out. Our linesman is managing to push Charbonneau all around the ice and managed to get him off.
So Charbonneau doesn't get to enjoy the handshake. He's told to sit down sooner, and I think we're done here.
Well, certainly, Pete. I mean, the North Stars will be disappointed with that. Obviously, 6-2 is not a result that they wanted. They obviously wanted something a bit better than that. I mean, really, as you said, this particular venue has been really one of the most winningest in the league, and to have what's happened this year has just been disappointing for them. But again, it just seemed to be too many players around the net were allowed to be free. It just doesn't seem to be working quite well in our defensive zone at the moment. Not the defense, but the defensive zone, the whole play. So obviously back to school on that one.
Well, hopefully the re-injection of players. We're expecting Bo Taylor for our next home game. Hopefully Adam Jarek as well. And I think Matt Taylor also to return from Canada.
They're all class players, Pete, and they'll make a big difference. It's not just the play.
There's also the chemistry in the lines as well. Will hopefully help there without breaking up too much. Newcastle just waiting to thank their crowd for sticking it out in this game, and we thank you for watching tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. If you're from Adelaide, I bet you did.
Pete, thanks so much. It was a really, really wonderful experience. Unfortunately, again, as I said, North Stars won't be happy with what went on, but hey, there's always next time. So it's good night from me.
And good night from me.